Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another on Steph Favrever weekly recap slash pre-review. We're going to be covering the last 2 weeks this time around due to me being busy. So yeah, going to do that. Starting as always with the brew in review. We got this single wide IPA right there. Wait, right fucking there. All right. Okay, and then I have these glasses that I got at a garage sale a while back, but they're massive. So we're going to see if one of these can fill this, which I doubt. You got to ease it in there. That's what she said. Oh. Oh. Well, it's pretty much full, given that thick amount of that thick head there. But I went ahead and got another one. Look at that, huh? Disgusting. So yeah, it is an IPA. We are gonna try this, and it's gonna be good. So Wesley hates IPAs apparently, but this beer makes me hoppy, huh? It's good. It's got the right amount of hops. It's not vicious. It's not trying to ruin my day or anything. It's actually just trying to lift me up a little bit with those sweet, sweet bubblies. Yeah, that's the stuff. All right. All right, we're going to start with Week 8's biggest blowout, and that is going to be Laces Out, who went up against Too Cool for School. Blew them out of the water by about 90 points there. It's just, things happen, okay? Let's see what key players we got going on here. Okay, so for Laces Out, it looks like, honestly, their key player was the Philadelphia's defense, put up 52 points compared to the 27 projected. So, they just kind of crushed it there. Too Cool for School, they actually had some big letdowns. They had Matt Ryan and, Hurts, both quarterbacks, under 30 points. That's not good in this league. They're both projected over 50. So, just some failures there. They do have a notable mention, and that would be Brown, the Tennessee wide receiver. Put up 46 points compared to the 22 provided, but just, wasn't enough to get it done for him. Too Cool for School just gets blown out that week, and that is just, it's a sad loss. Sad loss that time around. Okay, up next we have, for Week 8, we have the Kenosha Kickers going up against AR-12 Goats. AR-12 Goat did walk away the winner in this one. They just had some decent players do just kind of what they needed to. They had Godwin put up 36 compared to the 20 projected, and they had Booker put up 23 compared to the 16. They had a couple people that were on bye weeks and that were out, so they didn't even have those spots filled, but they, just still managed to put up enough points. It looks like Kenosha Kickers, the biggest letdown. Winston, he went out with an injury. You can't really do much about that. It happens. Happened to my team last week when I picked up White, and he got injured, and he put up 18 points, which is pretty much what Winston did 19 points. Just kind of the rest of the team let him down. Doesn't look like anybody really went over their projected by a whole lot. A lot of underproducers on their team this week, so they ended up leaving that game with a loss, which is, it happens to the best of us, and it happens to the worst of us, so it just kind of happened. All right, next we're going to go to the Bus Boys going up against the Toss-Ups. Now, the Toss-Ups did not have Dak Prescott, in that game, but they had him in their lineup, put 0 points, of course. He wasn't playing. I don't know if they just couldn't get their hands on another quarterback, but that's definitely going to, bring it down a bit. So, yeah, the Toss-Ups actually only had one player go above projected, and that was the Washington defense, put up 30 compared to 26, so not even a whole lot. But yeah, everyone else underproduced for him, just kind of big overall letdown this time around. Yeah, for the Bus Boys, they had one guy really kind of step up. Well, actually two. Pittsburgh's defense put up 37 compared to the 27 projected. It's always nice to see the Pittsburgh defense doing well. And then Tyler Lockett, surprise, surprise, even without Russell back there, he put up 31 points compared to the 15 projected. So, yeah, just kind of helped them out that week. Both teams, underperformed by quite a bit, but, Bus Boys kind of got away with that one. All right, and then that week we also had Find Your Niche going up against 3 killer rugs for sale. It was a reasonably close game. Both teams did underproduce. We had Pittman, pretty notable guy there for Find Your Niche. Put up 34 points compared to the 18 projected. So, good job there. Pretty much everyone else did okay or not that great. It looks sort of like 3 killer rugs that time that week. They had Ridley, who got injured, it looks like, put up 0 points. They had Odell put up nothing basically. So yeah, it's just a lot of underproducers. Their biggest kind of winner of the day would be the New England defense, put up 41 points compared to the 21 points projected. So, you didn't lose by much. Your team did underproduce, but Find Your Niche actually underproduced compared to the projection more than you. They were just projected higher to begin with, so they walked away with the victory that time. Then we had their closest game, which was Von Miller time going up against That's What She Said. It was like about a 10-point game. I think Von Miller time kind of was saved because That's What She Said did not have a kicker in that week. That could have been the difference. Probably not, but you never know. So yeah, it was 0 points there. Tom Brady did really well, put up 82 compared to 60. They had Samuel, wide receiver for San Francisco, put up 37 compared to 20. So, a few good players, doing what they need to do to get things done for Von Miller time. That's what she said. I don't know. Looks like they had Cooper put up 32 points compared to 17 projected. They had some good players going in there. Their running back core was pretty good. Even their Seattle defense put up like 40 points. Yeah, honestly, their team didn't do too bad. Kirk Cousins did kind of drop the ball, putting up 41 compared to the 60. If they would have got where he was projected, That's What She Said would have walked away with a victory that week. So, happens, Let's find out where everyone's at this last week. All right, week 9's biggest blowout. It's going to involve Tuku for school on the wrong end yet again. That's 2 weeks in a row. That's very sad, Blown out by 100 points. Von Miller time walks away with that victory. That's just, it's brutal. It's fucking brutal. Both teams did underproduce. Von Miller time just barely. They had decent quarterback play. Looks like their wide receiver core wasn't really actually doing it that time around, but they had Mixon put up 32 compared to 19, key player for them that week. And the Green Bay defense stepped up, put about 30 compared to the 20 projected. Those would be the two that did pretty decent for them. Tuku for school got bad news. They had Miami's quarterback was out for that day, put up 0 points. Didn't probably have any sort of backup to put in there, so they didn't, or they just missed it. Not really sure. Their wide receiver core also underproduced, not doing it. Okay, just sad. Yeah, a lot of underproducers. Looks like they only had one really kind of stand out, and that would be the Raiders defense. Who put up 35 compared to the 26 projected. But that team did lose to the Giants, which was weird. It was actually a really weird week, considering that the Bills lost to Jacksonville. Yeah, just a lot of bizarre losses. Yeah, I was not expecting the Packers to win with Love. I don't know. What do you expect, Anyhow, that puts Von Miller time in that third seat with the 6-3 record, putting up the points, doing what they need to do to get this going and keeping on track. Too cool for school, they're hanging in there. They're at that 7th seat with a 3-6 record. So anything can happen. Just got to keep battling. Going to go with the reigning #1 champion, Find Your Niche. Going up against That's What She Said. Again, both teams underproduced, however. Find Your Niche walked away with the victory, putting up enough points to get it done. Lamar Jackson overproduced for him by a bit, about 10 points. It's always helpful. Looks like their wide receiver core was a little below average. It's all right. But Kittle put up 26 compared to 13, so that's a big plus for Find Your Niche. I would say that would be the main guy this week around for them. That's What She Said. Probably having a hard time finding some quarterbacks. They put in Hill. Projected 8 points, only put up 4 points. So, probably just lack of market there. Can't really find anyone. We got Christian Kirk. He put up 22 points compared to the 14, projected. And that was pretty much the silver lining of the day for them. Just on a losing streak. Need to get back into it. Hopefully, you have people off their bye weeks and stuff and get back into it here. So Find Your Niche is in the #1 seed with a 7-2 record. That's What She Said, just having a rough time and on a losing streak. They are 3-6 in that #9 seed. All right, then we have your Kenosha Kickers going up against 3 Killer Rugs for sale. They did okay. Kenosha Kickers did end up losing this game. They just barely underproduced all around as a team. Biggest letdown probably Lawrence, put up 21 points compared to 42 projected. It's pretty not good. They do have a pretty standout guy that week. That was Chubb, put up 42 compared to the 17 projected. They also had an outstanding play from their Miami defense, putting about 50 compared to the 33. So just some good players in there. Just they were let down in other areas. Despite having poor play in the quarterback situation for 3 Killer Rugs, they walked away with this victory. They had some overproducers, overachievers, mainly Connor, the Arizona running back, 51 points compared to the 9 points projected. That's just crazy, honestly. And both their defenses stepped up. Cleveland's defense put up 45 compared to 25, and their New England defense put up 50 compared to the 34. So, those three together almost make up half their points right there, and that's really good. They got to walk away with a victory that time around. All right, that puts you Kenosha Kickers in the 6th seat with a 4-5 record. Okay, it makes 3 Killer Rugs into that #5 seat with a 4-5 record. So, doing pretty good there. All right, then we have the Bus Boys going up against AR-12 Goat. AR-12 Goat just had a few people on a bye week, didn't put them in there, So, putting up 0 points doesn't really help your team so much. They had a letdown with Joe Burrow, putting up 38 compared to 57 projected. They just got blown out there. AR-12 Goat, just pretty much the whole team let them down. They only had like 2 players slightly overproduced, but it's just, pretty poor play throughout. They had Booker put up 17 compared to 15, and that's one of their highlights, so that's not a good one. All right. The Bus Boys had great play coming out of Herbert. Put up 82 points compared to the 60 projected. As I mentioned earlier, White went out with an injury. He was actually looking pretty good. He went out, I believe, in the first quarter. He already put up almost half of what he was projected, and then, just out of the game. So that kind of sucked for him. Patterson put up 26 compared to the 13 projected, so, doubling up there, which is always nice to see. But, those would be the key players for the Bus Boys, and they walk away with this victory. The Bus Boys have a 7-2 record. They are sitting pretty in that 2nd seat. while AR12 Goat is in the 8th seat with a 3-6 record. Still part of it, still trying, still chugging along. Then we have the closest game of the week. Laces out, going up against Toss-Ups. The Toss-Ups did come away with a victory this time around, which is great. They had a struggle last week. It looks like a lot of this is due to Sam Darnold going out of the game, only putting up 16 compared to the 42 points projected. They had one really good standout, Laces Out did, and that would be Taylor, the Colts running back, put up 51 points compared to the 21 projected. Only reason really why this game was pretty close. For the Toss-Ups, okay, a lot of people just kind of missed their mark a little. Their defense kind of stepped up. The New York Giants put up about 40 points compared to the 25 projected, and that makes up about the 16 points that they won by. So yeah, it's just good to see a defense stepping up for you. Congratulations on the victory. It's always nice. It's always nice. So the Laces Out are in the 4th seat, okay, with a 5-4 record. And then we have the Toss-Up still sitting at the bottom with a 3-6 record, but they are tied with 3 other people. So one victory can boost them up there. So yeah, you're not out of this. You're never out of this. Things can change in a second with injuries and picking up the right guy and dropping the wrong guy for someone else. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate every one of you and love you all. I hope you're all doing well out there. That's about it. Go Packers. Hopefully Aaron Rodgers will be back. Slinging. Showing those haters that he's the best goddamn quarterback out there. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.